Hello, everyone. Thank you for that warm welcome. I'm terrible at intros, but I'll just try to wing it. First, I just want to say thank you to the First Lady, Michelle Obama, for having us and for allowing this song to be a part of such a magical documentary and movement. And congratulations to all of you young ladies. I'm honored to be a part of this with you guys, yes. So my partner here, Dave, and I are actually going to perform for you the song Rise Up that is in the documentary. We might take a few more liberties, you know, freestyle it tonight. Let's see how it goes. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out and move mountains. We gon' walk it out and move mountains. And I rise up, I rise like the day. I rise up, I rise unafraid. I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again for you. The silences ain't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. Oh, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains, bring it to its feet, move mountain. And I rise up, I rise like the day. I rise up, I rise unafraid. I rise up, and I do it 1,000 times again for you. That we have each other, and for that we have each other, and we will rise, we'll rise up, we'll rise like the day, all right. Rise unafraid, I'll rise, and I do it 1,000 continue to encourage them and inspire them, change their lives and change the world. Oh, we will rise. Yes, we will. Thank you. Thank you so much to you all. Thank you, thank you. And thank you for this magnificent day. So keep clapping. You're going to need to. I would like to introduce to you all the wonderful, incomparable Meryl Streep. So please, another round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, on the day.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here or I like this as the First Lady's spot. I'm going to get used to it. Thank you, Andra, for that amazing performance. Just absolutely inspiring. You know, we take inspiration from many different, we all take it from different places. You can take it from music, you can take your inspiration from God, you can take it from the love in your mother's eyes, you can take it from the stories of people whose lives are challenged in ways we can only even barely imagine. And we can also take inspiration from popular icons, people that we might never ever meet in our lives, but who light up the world and who make us want to, who inspire us to make it better ourselves. Inspire. Inspire means literally inspire in the Latin. Inspire, to breathe in. You know, it means that you breathe in something in the air we share, something that enlivens your heart, makes you want to get up and move and go and do something to make the world better. Michelle Obama inspires me. And she does that for a lot of people. We're all very, very lucky that she has taken her formidable energy, her love, and her focus, and decided to help enrich the lives of women and girls globally. She knows, because she's traveled the world now for 8 years, that the strength and the wealth of every nation is directly related to the health and well-being, to the opportunity and agency and education of women and girls. Places that hold women back suffer economically, they suffer in esteem around the world. And the places that empower women thrive. I'm so very, very honored to have been invited to contribute with the film that the Doc Group and CNN has made, We Will Rise. This is such an incredible initiative the First Lady has launched. And I'm very proud to be able to introduce the founder of Let Girls Learn, who is a champion of women and girls, a daughter, a sister, and a mother of girls herself, our First Lady, Michelle Obama.
Welcome to the White House. We are very thrilled to have you all here today on the International Day of the Girl for the debut screening of We Will Rise. Oh my goodness, I can't believe we are here. It's a good thing. I want to thank a few people. Meryl, you can share this position. If only I had known that 8 years ago. We could have shared this whole experience, you and me. But Meryl, obviously, the great Meryl Streep has, just devoted her not a lot of time to this project, and she is as delightful and as intelligent and as focused and engaged as you would imagine Meryl Streep to be. That's what I tell everybody. Meryl Streep is exactly as awesome as you would imagine Meryl Streep to be. So Meryl, oh, and Andra. Oh, gosh. Woo, let's just, every time, Andra comes, hangs out all the time. We're always asking her to sing. Can you sing again? Can you come back? Can you free? And she's like, yes, of course. But almost every other time, I miss you singing. And I'm so glad you take my breath away, not just with your music and your voice, but with your spirit, which is as pure as your voice is. So, Andra, thank you for lending your talent to this project. And in addition to Meryl, I had a couple of other partners in crime in this project. Freida Pinto, who could not be here today, but she was amazing. You'll see how hard she has worked on this project. Isha, of course, she is just terrific. She was trying to pass as the third Obama child, as she told me back there. And I was like, you are welcome anytime. To Jeff, thank you. To the doc group, thank you all. Amy, thank you so much for this work. My dear friend Virginia Mosley, who, there she goes. We are all, we're bemoaning the fact that our daughters are gone and away from us. So this was a good distraction, right? Don't you think a good project? But to everyone else at CNN and elsewhere who helped make this remarkable documentary possible, see Diane Warren there as well. I'm going to call you out because this is for my girls, the writer of the song that we made popular in carpool karaoke. And Diane, it was actually Diane's idea that we do carpool karaoke. She's like, you've got to do carpool karaoke. I'm like, really? She's like, it's going to be a hit, I guarantee you. And I was like, I guess she was right. But this is really a dream come true for me, this documentary, and I'm so grateful to all of you for making this possible. I know it was a lot of hard work, a lot of passion, love, and dedication, but I'm so grateful. And of course, I want to especially honor the girls we have, the young ladies here today. We have the young women from Liberia and Morocco who had the courage to share their stories and who are truly the stars of this film and this day. Having you all here, bringing you physically here, was always a part of this vision, So I'm grateful to everyone, all the embassies, all of the supporters who made it possible for you guys to be here. Not just here to screen the movie, but you're going to get to see Washington, and you've done so many things, and I understand you're already bonding, and this is part of that girl power network. This is how we rise up together. So maintain those connections as you go through this. But having these girls, that's what Let Girls Learn is about. It's about telling the stories of these girls and girls like them across the globe. Not just their challenges and their struggles, but their dreams and their aspirations, which are big. Their unrelenting bravery and determination. Yes, I'm talking about you all. The miles they have to walk each day just to get to school. The hours they spend each night studying, making their families proud. Their refusal to give up even in the face of some overwhelming odds that would stifle many of us. Because since we launched Let Girls Learn, time and again, we have seen that whether it's a head of state, a corporate CEO, or a teenage girl here in the US, when people hear your stories, the stories of girls who aren't in school, they're moved and they're outraged. And better yet, they want to help. And that was certainly true for me. These girls and girls like them are my inspiration. I carry their stories with me every single day. And it was a privilege to bring my mother and my daughters with me to Liberia and Morocco and for them to get to meet you. And that was our very last trip together during our time in the White House. So it was special for so many different reasons. Because while we represent 3 different generations, each of us, my mom, my daughters, myself, we saw ourselves in these young women that we met, in their passion and their intellect and their resolve. And I hope that this movie about their lives will serve as a call to action. You know, I hope that people around the world will be as inspired as I am to step up and to speak out on behalf of girls around the world who struggle to go to school. So many of you in this room have already answered that call, and for that I am grateful, making powerful commitments from your companies and your organizations, serving in agencies across the federal government that are driving our girls' education efforts. That's why you all are here, and I am so, so incredibly grateful to all of you for everything that you've done to give so many girls the opportunities they need to fulfill what we know are their boundless potential. So I am excited about this moment. This time I haven't seen the film at all. I've seen a clip here or there. I know Meryl's been checking it twice. So I'm as excited as everyone to see this movie. So with that, I'm gonna stop talking so that we can hear directly from some of these girls and learn about their amazing stories. So it is now my pleasure and my honor to present to you, We Will Rise. Oh my goodness. All right, it's not fair to ask me to talk after that. That was amazing. Wow. That was everything I could have imagined it to be. Oh, and our young ladies, you all are stars. It's important that you're here because you need to know you belong here. We bring you to the White House because for every girl I meet, I want them to walk through these doors, to look me in the eye and know that they are special. And if you can be here and if you can do what you just did, you can do anything. And it's not that it's gonna be easy. There will be obstacles. We've all had them. We've all had our doubts. We've all had our failures, our crushing failures. But you rise up, and you have to stay persistent. And as Meryl said, you can never lose heart, and you can never let anybody take your heart from you, because they'll try to do that. So own this moment. And when times are hard, I want you to think about this day and think about all the people in the world who care deeply and are invested in you. Just remember that. You are not alone, and sometimes it'll feel that way. But we're gonna keep working as hard as we can, and hopefully this documentary will raise awareness even further, that it will rally people to write checks and to open their mouths and their hearts and to understand that the girls in this world deserve an education. It is an absolute essential thing for the survival of this planet. So, but you have to do your part too, which means you go back, you go to school, you get your education, you raise wonderful children, and you pass it on. You find young girls in your communities, in your villages, and you help them too, because we're all mentoring each other, okay? That's your job, all right? And we're gonna keep doing our part. So I wanna thank everyone here for doing your part every single day. I've said this before, this film is a dream come true because it is a passionate tool that tells the story and will get it out there to more people. So I hope that everyone watches this, you tweet it, whatever you do. I'm still learning about all the hashtagging and all that stuff. Well, do that. Do that, and we'll continue to find ways to build on this momentum. Thank you for coming to my home. Thank you for sharing your stories and doing it so eloquently. And thank you for being you. You girls are amazing. So we got your back, all right? And to everyone here, please enjoy this home. This was, beyond anything I could have imagined. This is work that I plan to do for the rest of my life, and hopefully we will have partners all along the way. We'll keep knocking on your doors. So I hope you take my calls after January. You all, thanks so much.